Hi everyone, this is Robbie with Warriorspirit-teachings, and today I want to talk with you guys about the wolf animal spirit. So I've done some other videos, and I plan on doing kind of a little series where I cover many different animals and their symbolism, the meaning, the power, the energy, everything to do with the animal spirit. So today I'm going to do one of my favorites, the wolf animal spirit. The wolf is gorgeous, strong, is a protector, and they have a hierarchy system that they operate with. And so I'm sure many of you are familiar with how wolves have, the pack, and they have the alpha and all the different ones in between till the omega at the bottom. And they're extremely intelligent animals, and they use that pack system to, especially when they're doing hunts, so they have a really keen sense, of smell, and able to track down their predator or track down their prey. And they're just, it's really neat because when they go out on a hunt, every pack member has a job. And so they scope out the scene before to scope out and see their prey, and then they make a plan, and then they execute it. So I think that's just, it's so neat that they're so intelligent like that, and they work so hard as kind of like a family unit, as a pack. I think it's really neat. And of course they're extremely social creatures, and it's, and they're extremely, social, they're loving, they're, they're really caring, and they take care of each other within the pack. So I just think that that's really neat, the way that wolves are. It's sad to me because they have been hunted, over the years, and they've been wiped out to extinction in some places that they were native to. I mean, there's many places all over the United States, all over the world, where there used to be wolves, and now they've been wiped out. And there are some places that are taking initiative to try to reintroduce them back into the ecosystem, because like every animal, along with every plant, they'll have an important part of the ecosystem to keep it going as a whole, to keep it healthy. And so anyways, Wyoming, actually the state of Wyoming, near Yellowstone National Park, they reintroduced wolves quite a while ago. I don't know the exact time, but I remember I was kind of knowing about that when I was high school, so let's think about it. Not the best at math, but let's think. It was probably like 15-20 years ago. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. If you want to know the exact time, look it up. I'm sure you can find it on the internet. But anyway, so yeah, they reintroduced the wolves to the Yellowstone National Park, and tried to raise up a little pack so that it could reintroduce that part, that important animal, that staple within the ecosystem in the whole, kind of western mountain region. So I thought that was really neat. Granted, there's a lot of controversy around it, of course, with like ranchers and things like that, but there are like healthy ways besides just shooting them to extinction to be able to make a balance like that, so that the ranchers can still live, and so that the wolves can live as well. Granted, I'm not going to get into that whole spiel because I can go on a tangent. So we'll just keep track. We'll backtrack, and we'll get back to like more of the traits about the wolf. So yeah, let's start with the Lakota people. So the Lakota people, they considered the wolf to be an extremely sacred animal. And they actually have part of, so they have something they call like the wolf clan. So they have these different animal totems, if you will, that that have different qualities, different abilities, and essences, essentially like their power, their energy. And so they would call it like wolf medicine. And, you know, granted, like I said, there's many different animals that were used. And what they would do is they would, you know, just kind of ask to harness the energy that that animal provides. So, you know, say for instance, you were, you know, maybe back then going into battle or something like that, then maybe, you know, you would call on the wolf spirit to protect you, to give you its keen senses and its extremely intelligence, you know, its intelligence, so that you would know when, you know, when you need to be on the lookout and be ready for when, you know, the enemy came. So that's kind of an example of it. Granted, there's all different reasons and stuff that you would want to use the wolf spirit. So that's just kind of a little neat thing. And then, you know, so I kind of mentioned, I think I should just kind of backtrack a little bit. So I kind of mentioned that, you know, that the wolf spirit is known for its protection, its protective abilities, its strength, its intelligence, its keen senses. You know, and when I mention keen senses, I mean kind of like the intuition to know what's coming your way, to know if danger is coming your way, you know, if you should go around something, you know. And also with that, you know, I believe personally that, you know, if you think that you have a wolf spirit as one of your animal totems, you know, kind of your power animal, then, you know, in, you know, maybe in a dream state or a meditative state or just a relaxed state in your third eye, you know, like maybe in your mind's eye, the color that of the wolf has a lot of significance as well. So, like take for instance, the black wolf. So I think that it stands for, you know, the mystery. You could say even like the great mystery, you know, like connected to Tenkashala or God or the creator. Tenkashala just means God creator in Lakota. I also think of it as representing the great void, kind of like the beginning of creation, where there's no beginning and there's no end, and where energy is infinite. It's always going. You know, you can maybe use that infinite symbol. I also believe that a black wolf represents just a strong sense of protection. And of course, the wit, the intelligence to, you know, lend you those powers. If, you know, those powers, those energies, those essences, to help you through a situation that you're trying to get through, you know? And so, I also thought that it was really neat too, because there's actually many cultures that think that the wolf is sacred, that there's symbolism and meanings behind it. And some of the cultures that do are, of course, many different Native American tribes, people from Japan, from China, from ancient Egypt, and then even like the Celtic people. And I found that pretty much across the board, you know, that wolves are a symbol of like a good omen. They're a symbol of strength and power. And of course, you know, there's some cultures that don't look at wolves as a positive omen. They look at it as a bad omen. And so that represents in their eyes lack, poverty, aggression, or even destruction. So, of course, you know, like I, you know, always tend to lean towards the positive aspects of life. And then also with my Lakota beliefs, I really do believe that the wolf has all those positive meanings that I mentioned earlier. So just overall, like, it's such a strong animal. It's strong. It's, you know, can be fierce at times, extremely intelligent, and then just family oriented, and the pack mentality, and, you know, caring for your brothers or your sisters, you know. And I just think that that's so beautiful, because it just, to me, it encompasses, you know, every good quality that you should want, and so, or want to possess in yourself. And anyway, so the wolf spirit's definitely been a good teacher of mine throughout the years. And there's been many times where I have felt, you know, when I'm going through a really hard situation and I'm not sure how I'm going to get through it or how the outcome is going to be. And so I'm, you know, nervous and sometimes even afraid. And, you know, of course, like, I always pray to God, to Tinkashila, and then I even pray to the angels for help. And I pray to my spirit guides, but I also pray to the few spirit animals that have, you know, made themselves apparent to me. I don't know, just like watching some TV or something and a wolf comes up, and then a few hours later you're on Instagram scrolling through or something like that, and another beautiful picture of a wolf comes up. Or, you know, maybe on the internet there's a wolf conservation program and you see it. So what I'm getting at is like the synchronicities and that repetition. That's definitely a sign, like it's trying to urge you to be aware of its presence and know that it's helping you. And so you can call on it to give you those qualities if you're not, you know, if you're not feeling strong enough, if you're not feeling, you know, maybe you've isolated yourself a little bit from your family and friends, and maybe you want to, you know, come back into that loving, harmonious state with them. You know, maybe you will call on the wolf animal spirit to help you with that. So anyways, I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure and go ahead and give me a like, a little thumbs up, hit the little notification bell if you would, so then you can be notified when I do my next animal spirit video. If you'd like to know more about me and what I do, go ahead and look at in the link, the little description down below. I do spiritual mentoring. I do essential oil coaching. Yeah, so I do other things as well, but I'm going to try to keep it short. But yeah, check out the information below, and then you can figure out how to get a hold of me, how to check me out on my other platforms. So, all right, well, thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.